Nothing's loading for me.
Yeah, I can't even get into Google now. I can't get into anything.
We can share.
Here we go.
You have it printed.
I have it printed. I'm good.
You need some down there. Here, Pookie.
I can't even get into BoardDocs now, even on Google.
Nobody can get in BoardDocs.
Okay.
Nothing's loading.
I got
She's in through Microsoft Edge.
All right. For the audience, we are going to go ahead and get started. The difficulty is a problem we're having with Amazon, the internet, and it's been up and down in terms of access to the documents that we use for our meetings. We're going to go ahead and start because it's been on and off, and we owe you all the courtesy to get moving. So for your patience, thank you. I wish I didn't have to ask for it, but I do. So to the team in back, if we're not running, go ahead and run us live. So good evening and welcome to the school board's regularly scheduled meeting this Tuesday, June 13th, 2023. And thank you so much for joining us tonight and for your patience. Board members are all attending in person. I want to remind the member that board that we will not be engaging in outside electronic or digital communication during the meeting. So for those of you who might be tuning in live, if you're trying to reach us, we won't be able to respond during the meeting. To my fellow board members, district staff, and anyone who might be speaking, please speak directly into the microphone and make sure it's turned on so our YouTube and Orange TV viewers can hear you clearly. And thank you again for participating in this evening's meeting. We are going to begin with a moment of silence, and then I'll invite you to join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And now for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have a number of a proclamation that we're recognizing, and that is the Juneteenth day here in Orange County Public Schools. And I would like to ask Member Felder if she would read the proclamation and make a few comments for us. Thank you.
Yes, I will. Thank you. Orange County Public Schools Proclamation, Juneteenth Day, June 19, 2023. Whereas many municipalities and organizations across the nation annually commemorate the end of slavery in the United States by celebrating Juneteenth. And whereas on January 1st, 1863, President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation declaring that all persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state, the people whereof shall be thenceforward and forever free. And whereas President Lincoln correctly declared slavery to be a violation of the principles of the Declaration of Independence, and that its abolition represented a new birth of freedom for the United States. And whereas more than 2 years passed before the news reached African Americans living in Texas, June 19, 1865. And whereas the following year, the first official Juneteenth celebration took place in Texas and have continued across the United States throughout the years. And whereas Juneteenth is the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery. And whereas Orange County Public Schools recognizes Juneteenth as a time for serious reflection and rejoicing regarding an end to a dark time in American history. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the School Board of Orange County, Florida, does hereby declare June 19th, 2023 as Juneteenth Day in Orange County Public Schools. Just briefly, I am so happy that we are part of this great innovation because when I grew up in Orange County Public Schools, I heard of Juneteenth. My cousin, Gerald Lorenzo Mitchell, he's the late Gerald Lorenzo Mitchell. He lived out in Texas, and he was one of the ones to get it going out in the state of Texas. But I'm just so happy that that's part of the reason why I believe that we are such an innovative county. We are, the third, fourth largest district in the country, or in the state, in the state, 8th largest in the country. But I'm so glad that we are about the business of doing new and different things and better things for our children, for our families, to recognize that all of us are important. And this is such a wonderful gesture to commemorate Juneteenth. I'm wearing African garb to celebrate that time. So I'm so appreciative, and I want to thank the district and board members for agreeing that this is a wonderful proclamation that we should acknowledge. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for reading it. And I can honestly say nobody could have read it better. I also want to call on the superintendent to introduce any newly appointed administrators.
Right. Thank you, Madam Chair. I am going to do a couple of different introductions. First, I am going to have the privilege of introducing Mark Wasco, who is currently the assistant principal at Timber Creek High School, and he is now going to be the new principal at Timber Creek High School.
Thank you, school board members, Superintendent Vasquez, and staff for this opportunity to serve at Timber Creek High School. Dr. Armbruster, I'd like to thank you also for your words of wisdom during this past week. I'd also like to thank my staff, my team here, Daphne Flake-Score, Richard Sheeran, Jeffney Bittner. Without these people, I wouldn't be able to be having this opportunity right now. I'd also like to thank the high school office, Martha Chang, Dr. Britt Dispenza, and of course, Jose Martinez for his, the words that he's given me this week has been unbelievable what to say. It's just such an honor to serve at this school. And I'd like to thank my mentor of the past 7 years, Dr. Kelly Padawano, for all she's done for me and her guidance and her words of wisdom, her poking fun at me, her making me a better person with all her jokes and critiques that she does. No one can do it better than she can. I know it's big shoes to fill. I was told by one of the members of the high school team that those are big shoes to fill. How are you going to do that? And someone said, he doesn't look good in her shoes. I'd also like to thank my wife, Lynette, for being by my side. Without her, I'd never be where I am today. She's put up with so much throughout my years of my career and all that I do. And my daughters, Desiree and Danica, who my youngest Danica is going to be a freshman with me. I got to spend 4 years with my oldest at Timber Creek, and now I get to spend 4 years with her.
That's awesome.
I'd also like to thank my staff at Timber Creek for their support in the community. I couldn't have done it without any of them, and I'm very honored to serve at Timber Creek.
And before we go on, I'd like to recognize Member Gallo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to say, first off, congratulations. Welcome to your new principalship. Mr. Wasco is a perfect example of OCPS listening to the community and the needs of the community and what the community want in their high school. Putting him as principal is exactly what the community asked for. They wanted traditions to stay. They wanted somebody they knew. It's such a perfect fit. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the high school office. Some doubt when we do some of the things that we do that we actually listen to the community. So I want to take the opportunity to say, not only did we listen, we did it and we knocked it out of the park. I can't wait to work with you, so congratulations. I'm still going to miss Kelly, but I'll get to see her.
And I also wanted to take just a minute to say congratulations, and I envy you. Every time I go to a graduation, I am always amazed at the incredible relationship that our principals have with our students. And I know that happens at every level, but I think the relationship at a high school level is just profound and can be so impactful, both to your impact on the students as well as the students' impact on you. And I appreciate you recognizing your wife and family, because I know I don't know, but I can only imagine what a sacrifice they have made because of the demands that have been placed on you throughout your career. Very few people, I think, have any appreciation for how difficult teaching is, let alone being an AP and now being a principal. So congratulations. I envy you. My prayers and heart are with you. So we're looking forward to the great things you're going to do. And now, Dr. Vasquez, back to you.
This evening, we are also appointing Steven Sabases, who is acting principal at Timber Springs Middle, as the principal of Timber Springs Middle. He is on vacation, and so we will bring him back to the last board meeting in June and formally introduce him.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I'm sorry to interrupt. I did not catch that Member Salamanca wanted to make a comment, so let me go back to you.
Thank you, Chair. As a former wolf, always a wolf, I am so excited. I was under John Rye, who created this incredible culture at Timber Creek, and I have heard from students and from staff that obviously Kelly continued that culture and improved it and made it her own in an amazing way, where Timber Creek is what it is today. And I'm so excited for you. The Timber Creek community is very outspoken, but also very close and very community driven. And I agree with Member Gallo how important it is to listen to our parents and the broader community when making decisions like this. And I'm also going to give a shout out to the office and Jose out there, I see him, for this incredible decision. And just to say, I carry Timber Creek as a wolf with me everywhere I go. I'm so proud to be a wolf. And, I don't have Timber Creek in my district anymore, but it's incredible to see it pass on and that culture remain and be so strong about the high school. So thank you for continuing that, and congratulations, and to your family as well, because it's a great high school.
And back to Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So I know that Mr. Sabases can't be here this evening. He's on vacation, but I just want to say a shout out to Dr. Fritz and her team. There's been some challenges at Timber Springs Middle, and he's who the community wanted. He's who the staff wanted. He's done such a great job as acting principal. He was a great AP. He did a great job over at Union Park Middle when he had to go over there and fill in for our principal there. And I couldn't be more thrilled for the community. There's Fatty, for the community and for that school, that he will remain there as principal. So I just want to give him a virtual shout out because he's not here. Congratulations. I'm thrilled for you.
Awesome. All right, back to you, Dr. Vasquez.
Additionally, I have two members that I want to announce that are going to be additions to one is going to be an addition to my cabinet, and one is moving into a new position. Bridget Williams, who is currently the Chief of Staff, will move into Deputy Executive Services effective July 1st, and Rob Bixler will be our new Chief of Staff. I also understand that there is a little bit of angst out in our community because we're having some issues with BoardDocs, and so if you will allow me, I would like to announce some of the principal moves that we have posted on today's board agenda. Matt Pritz is going to be the new principal at Wedgefield K-8. Randall Longhouse will be the new principal at Tangelo Park Elementary. Nathan Hay is going to be the new principal at Lake Silver Elementary. Jason Fritz is going to be the new principal at Audubon Park K-8. Bethany Ledesma is going to be the new principal at Brookshire. Rosemary Burson is going to Innovation Middle. Tamara Baker Drayton will be moving to Robbinswood Middle. Bernadette Jaster will be the new principal at Shingle Creek. Karen Furno is moving into a new position as a Director of Access and Opportunity. Monica Gordon will be moving to Lockhart Elementary School as their new principal. Allison Muse will be the new principal at Castle Creek Elementary. Stephanie Osmond will be moving to Dover Shores Elementary. Jennifer Williams will be moving to Avalon Middle School. Sherry Levitt will be the new principal at Ocoee Middle School. Ella Patriarch will be the new principal at Cypress Springs Elementary. Dennis Gonzalez will be the new principal at Oak Ridge High School. Sherry Donaldson will be the new principal at Metro West Elementary. Julietta Genie will be the new principal at Chickasaw Elementary. Robert Walker will be moving to Freedom Middle School as their new principal. Nicole Jefferson will be the new principal at Westridge Middle School. And Diana Greer will be the new principal at Sunridge Elementary School. Congratulations to all of them. And finally, although we typically do not make these announcements, I did want to formally recognize two individuals that are here with us each and every board meeting, work session, who are moving into new positions. And that is Cesar Cuevas and David Vázquez. They are moving into System Engineer 1 positions. Congratulations.
All right, thank you. Dr. Vasquez, do we have any changes to the agenda?
Yes, Madam Chair. We have two changes to the agenda. We are removing item 13.01, approval of construction management services for 3 Points Elementary, and 13.02, approval of construction management services for East River High School and Lake Nona High School. We will bring them back to the board at a later date.
All right, thank you. In order to amend the agenda, I'll need a motion, a second, and a vote. Do we have a motion to amend the agenda?
So moved.
Motion by Vice Chair, second by Member Gould. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. I understand we have no public comments. Is that correct? Okay. And we have no public hearings, so we are on the consent agenda. I'm sorry, we have consent agenda, non-consent agenda 1701. Is that, Dr. Vasquez, is that still on the agenda for tonight? 1701? Okay, sorry, did you just say that? On to the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Okay, we have a motion to approve the consent agenda by Member Castor-Denel, seconded by Member Byrd. All in favor of the motion to approve the consent agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. And I'm not sure I can believe this, but I think we're on to reports. It's hard to believe, isn't it, after the morning, afternoon that we had? Dr. Vasquez, you're recognized.
Madam Chair, I have no report this
Oh
evening.
my gosh.
Wow.
Top that, Miss Enval.
I also have no report this evening.
Oh, all right. Well, Angie, Member Gallo, Vice Chair.
Well, gee, thanks.
Yeah, gee, thanks.
So I just
So the public knows, though, I didn't. She's Vice Chair. She's the chair of our legislative committee.
Yes. So we are trying to schedule a meeting for, I think it's the 26th, to have a legislative committee. So I just wanted to put that on the radar. I think Mrs. Conover will be reaching out to your assistants to try to get that scheduled before, I think, a work session. It was requested by Josh and Scott, I believe. And that is that's it. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
But I do want to talk.
Yes, Member Byrd, then Member Gould. Member Byrd? Member, dang it, Member Castor-Denel, because
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to recognize Member Gallo. She was elected to our state Florida School Board Association as the vice president this last week. So she's demonstrated a lot of leadership. Congratulations.
Thank you.
yes, and a smart move on their behalf. Now, Member Byrd, Member Gould.
Well, I just have some good things to share. Yesterday was a very exciting day for my community in Apopka, and I think we may have some pictures to share. It started out with a ribbon cutting of our new Orange Technical College Apopka campus, which is opened right across the street from Wheatley Elementary. This project was 10 years in the making. There was a grocery store on that corner right across the street from the elementary school that was a safety concern for kids. It had become, a very dangerous place. So the school was not happy about it. So yes, we worked with our state representatives at the time, the county, and we got a state appropriation, and it just, everything that could have happened got in the way, and it was just, went crazy. But anyway, 10 years later, we were finally able to build the school, and so it opened yesterday, and we were able to also, the community felt very strongly about having it a plaque or some way to recognize someone important from their community. And so we recognized the late Dr. Shirley Sharp Terrell. There's some pictures. Yeah. That was just a check presented from Commissioner Moore demonstrating how it, that was about the amount the county donated, the state donated about a third, and then the county, and then Orange County Public Schools, it was about a third to build this building. So we had some Wheatley kids come over that were there to help hold the ribbon. It was a great ceremony. So we had her family there for the plaque dedication, and it was a really special event. This community fought and fought and fought for this opportunity to be in their neighborhood, for their community to be able to walk to help get skills training or GED. It's just a small little branch, but it's just what they wanted. So it was a beautiful morning. And then from there, I got a call from Dr. Ray at Piedmont Lake saying, hey, can you come over here? The Magic are here. They're going to surprise our coach. Coach West, right there, Bernadine West, was selected. She was originally selected by the Magic to be the Scholastic Coach of the Year, representing the Magic. But then she is now a finalist in the national competition for the NBA Junior. She's competing against 5 other coaches from the nation, and from all over the country. And so she is one of those finalists to become the Scholastic Coach of the Year for the NBA Junior. So we're really, really proud of her, really excited. Everybody's got to go vote for her. It's at juniornba.com, Coach Bernadine West. So hopefully she'll win.
Very good. Member Gould.
So as we are kind of preparing to really showcase all of the magnificent programs we have in OCPS in a whole different way than we have previously, I'm wondering if we should be planning a communications brainstorming, or if we should be waiting. I'm kind of wanted to pull the board and the superintendent about that. I think there's a point where the board really needs to have input and be used as a sounding board on how we are going to market the schools, and also have it as a place where we can share some things that we think are important as we're looking at the competitiveness of our programming to other programmings, so that all families are fully aware of the comparisons. So I don't want to put the cart too far before the horse, but I don't want the horse to run away without the cart.
You want input from Dr. Vasquez?
Yeah, Dr. Vasquez, and then how the board feels about that discussion. I see nodding that they would want that discussion. So I guess the timing would really be, as staff is ready to have that discussion.
So you
Well, a work
work with
session
that.
or a committee meeting first, and then maybe it needs to be a work session, because the committee meeting can be where we brainstorm, and then it can be wrapped into whatever the plan is for the work session.
Okay.
Was my thought,
Okay.
rather than, okay.
So the timing of the committee meeting, you'll work with the superintendent to determine that. Very good. Vice Chair Gallo.
Thank you. So just a couple of updates. As Member Castro-Gentle pointed out, we had our FSBA training last week, where several of us board members went over to Tampa to learn how to be better school board members. And I just wanted to say that it was a great training. We had Dr. Burns from the Department of Education. We dealt with the communication that's going to be needed about branding. There was so much good information that we learned why we were there that will be helpful. It was a time for us to share ideas with other school board members, to look at best practices, to see what they were doing that worked well in their district that would help us be better in our district. And we had a big breakout session on BCBAs about behaviors and discipline, which we know is really an issue in our schools right now. So I just kind of wanted to give that update that most of us were there, and we had some great training, and I look forward to utilizing that training and bringing it back to Orange County so that we can make differences here in our community. And I also wanted to announce that along with my election, we did also elect Member Byrd will be sitting on the board of directors for the FSBA, and her alternate will be Member Felder. So that was also decided on at FSBA too. So they will be serving on the board of directors. A lot happened last week, so I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Member Salamanca.
Thank you so much. I am so excited because my summer interns started, and 4 of them are here. You got Vita, Enrique, Anna, and Avery. I have a summer internship with Colonial High School and Lake Nona High School, and each of them are going to be leading a project. They haven't decided yet, but I just want to give a preview of some of the topics that are up to be discussed. One is, how do we increase student access to entrepreneurship pathways? Another one is, how do we encourage and support OCPS juniors and seniors to consider teaching as a career? How do we ensure all students understand the consequences of breaking the student code of conduct? What are good ways for board members to work with our high school ASJAs? Another one is, what technologies do students use outside of the classroom, such as AI, ChatGPT, AR, and VR, and what are some ideas of how they would want to implement it in the classroom? I have some that are specific to how ways that Colonial and Lake Nona High School can collaborate amongst each other. How do we help students across the district feel more connected to their community? There's just a couple, but they're going to be working on that, and I'm so excited to keep the board updated on what they come up with.
That's awesome.
Stay tuned. They'll be around.
Yes.
And I encourage all of y'all to say hi.
Absolutely. Yeah. 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 Member Salamanca, this is a great idea. I'm not surprised you would come up with a great idea, but this is a great idea. I can't wait to see the outcome. Yeah.
Gonna get the
everybody's
students.
going to steal.
Student voices are going to come up here for sure.
Yeah. The most sincere form of flattery. We're all going to steal.
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Enval.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to make sure that you knew our closed session is in conference room E.
Okay. Thank you. All right. If we have no further business to come before the board at the hour of 5:32, we are now adjourned. Whew.
This is the shortest board meeting.
Oh, yeah.
That's the shortest one. Okay.